Ellering, an outstanding athlete, a gentleman that we're going to be talking to extensively later on in the program. Right now, let me take an opportunity to welcome you to Georgia and to Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Doctor, give me the news. All the wrestlers are singing the blues. Precious Paul, the living doll. The master of disaster, the master blaster, the sole inventor of pose, a disco. The #1 cause of divorce in the United States and of America. And wrong or right, doctor, I've come to fight.
Indeed, sir. Well, may I just say that we will be seeing you wrestle later on, and also I'd like to have an opportunity to talk to you later on about your background.
I'd love to. I can talk for hours.
There you have it. Later on, and has been NCAA champion and a host of other titles that have gone to him over the years. Let's see if I can't get Mr. Ellering to come over here and speak to us for just a moment or two. We were talking a moment ago, too, about other great athletes. A little bit later on, we're going to be seeing the sensational Jimmy Superfly Snuka in action. And, well, Mr. Ellering is joining us at this time.
Power, baby! Power! Look at this body, Gordon. I can't believe it myself. Whoa! Whoa! Yes! You know, Gordon, I'm the master of disaster. I'm the master blaster. I'm the #1 cause of divorce in the United States of America. I am all things to all people. I am a meteorologist. I look at all the lovely ladies and I tell weather. I am an architect. I look at all my lovely ladies and I am full of plans. Even as a baby, Gordon, I grabbed a nurse instead of the bottle.
Well, Mr. Ellering, let's talk a little bit about your background if we can. In 1977, you set a world deadlift weightlifting record.
Correct. Keep talking. There's so much to say.
Well, of course, you were NCAA champion in weightlifting. You wrestled throughout high school and college.
That's right. Anything I've ever set my eyes on has turned to gold. Gold. That's why I am called precious. Because if everybody had gold, it wouldn't be precious no more. But I alone have it all. Can you imagine the immense burden on my shoulders?
Indeed, sir. We sympathize with you. Thank you so very much. The somewhat narcissistic Paul Ellering.
Oh!
This area, I might point out that I have these 2 stainless steel bolts. And just to give you an idea of what they're all about.
Contrary to popular belief, this is not a crying rag for Tommy Rich or anybody else that is eventually going to wind up in the ring with Ken Patera. This is to protect my hands, Gordon. Right?
All right.
Like I mentioned earlier, stainless steel bolts is the key to construction, and I will destruct the stainless steel bolts. Like a few weeks ago, I guess it was, I bent a steel bar, then I drove a screwdriver through a couple solid oak boards. Well, today, a lot of people have been asking me, Ken, how do you develop your hand strength? What is your secret to the swinging full Nelson? Well, the secret to the swinging full Nelson is definitely arm and hand strength. And today, I'll bend a bolt. Okay?
It would be something to see indeed, sir. If you'd like to go ahead and proceed, and I might point out I've examined
jagged edges on here to prevent from tearing the flesh on the palm of the hand. I'll wrap it in. This isn't a trick or anything. You know, I'm not a Houdini or whatever. But I am awfully strong, which I will show right now.
Well, obvious situation here, using the wash rag to protect the hands of the flesh itself from being torn because of the tremendous pressure that has to be exerted.
Where's the camera at here? Okay?
Right over here. Right over there, sir, yeah. Well, he's obviously...
I'll let you open it up, Gordon.
All right. If I can, he's got this thing. I might be a half hour doing that. You go ahead and try it. And you can see by what's happened here that it obviously has been bent. Well, there you have it. That is... Wow.
You know, you mentioned earlier, which I'm not going to, come out here and challenge anybody. There's a lot of strong people in professional sports, and the strongest ones are definitely in professional wrestling. You mentioned Paul Ellering and a few others. Paul Ellering set a few national records. He picked up 700 pounds to his knees. Well, Ken Patera put the 700 pounds over
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Right now we're going to take a look at him in a previously recorded match. He's an outstanding athlete. He's from the Fiji Islands. He is at one time co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship. So if we may, let's switch now to this match. Jimmy Snuka going up against the former Canadian champion, Bob Marcus. And the bell has rung. Snuka on your right in the blue trunks, going up against big Bob Marcus. Now this fellow Marcus is big and double tough. You can see the outstanding muscular conformation and definition, the spinaea recti muscles that traps the lats on Snuka. But Marcus bulls them very quickly back into the ring ropes. The referee having a bit of a problem here and talking to Snuka now. Look at the determination on Bob Marcus. Big man, right at 285 pounds. Snuka giving away a little weight to him in this case. Marcus now with that side headlock. All right. Marcus keeping that pressure on him. Referee watching carefully. Back into the ring rope. Snuka fired off, caught with a shoulder smash. Up into a full body slam. And it's Marcus once again. Good hip lock takedown. Referee checking it very, very carefully. Back into the side headlock now, and it's Snuka on the canvas. And he's got his problems with this fellow Marcus. Marcus out of Canada, as I said before, former Canadian champion. Referee checking those shoulders very, very carefully. A 2 count. Snuka trying to regain his feet now. All right. It is Marcus coming off the ropes once again. Leapfrogs up over his man. Brings Snuka up a full body slam. Marcus again hooks him and takes him down with a hip lock takedown. The referee again checking those shoulders. And Marcus trying very definitely to dominate this situation. Snuka, as we mentioned, of course, from the Fiji Islands, an all-around athlete. Tremendous swimmer, great scuba diver. But Marcus pressing for everything that he's worth. Obviously, a victory over Snuka would be an important victory for him indeed. The referee watching things very, very carefully. Snuka down and having his problems now, but Snuka, too, is the kind who will spend several moments of a match testing his opponent in all directions. He'll test him for weight, leverage, balance, strength, and for strategy to find out just how quickly the man moves and whether or not he's a chain wrestler. You see Marcus keeping that leg away. He knew that Snuka might be going for a single leg if he could. All right, back into the ropes. Marcus fired off, and Snuka caught once again by Marcus. This time Snuka drops to the canvas. Caught him. Drove a foot through the midsection, and now a forearm, and now suddenly Snuka exploding on Marcus. Caught him again, a chop coming off the ropes, and Marcus stunned. And so Snuka may have just lulled Marcus into a bit of false security here and is now beginning to make Marcus pay the price for it. Again, Snuka driving with that fist, being warned by the referee, however. There you see former world champion Buddy Rogers watching this match with a great deal of interest. Marcus now suddenly explodes into the midsection of Jimmy Snuka. And Snuka in trouble now as Marcus, tiring of the tactics going on here, suddenly retaliating in kind and thrust to the throat that puts Snuka down. And Snuka in trouble. Snuka getting over to those ring ropes. The minicam's picking up the ringside action, and it is Snuka driven into the turnbuckle. High hip toss by Bob Marcus. A near fall for Marcus as he is pressing Jimmy Snuka for all he's worth now, continually keeping the pressure on him. The cradle takedown, but once again, Snuka breaks free, fires to the midsection of Bob Marcus and staggers him that time. Marcus in deep trouble in that corner now. A headbutt right to the midsection by Marcus, and Marcus moving in on Snuka, catches him again. A sledgehammer to the back, and now it's Marcus pulling out all stops as he continues to punish Jimmy Snuka. Snapmare that takes Snuka back to the canvas. The referee down. Again, a count of 2. And it is Snuka coming up rather slowly. Back off those ring ropes once again. Marcus catches him, a good shoulder smash, puts Snuka back to the canvas. That time it was Snuka catching him, coming off the ropes, using those tremendous biceps. And Snuka now definitely trying to take charge of the situation. Drives down with a knee into the chest, and Marcus stunned and in very bad shape at this point in time. Snuka brings him up once again. A full body slam. Snuka down across the chest once again. And Marcus now stunned, and Snuka moving away. Now watch Snuka very, very carefully. If he moves outside the ring, up onto that top ring rope. Tremendous balance, poised like a panther, crashes down across his man. About 250 some odd pounds crashing down across Bob Marcus, enough to stop any opponent. It now goes to one of the pressure points under the chin, and Marcus writhing and agony and pain now. But Snuka continues to apply the pressure. And it is Jimmy Snuka who has Marcus in tremendous trouble here. But of course, what really catching that pressure point under the chin has Marcus to the canvas. The referee double checking for a possible choke. There is no choke. A count of 3. And Jimmy Superfly Snuka victorious in this match. And now we're going to see it again in slow motion. Watch carefully. Last week,